Okay, we are live. Yo, yo, what is good, everybody? It is the Godfather of VR, the Ageless, one of the man, Lincoln Clay, coming back at you with a midday live stream. It's a fixed audio. Let me see what we got here. Okay. Father of VR, the Ageless, one of the man, Lincoln Clay, coming back at you with a sounds good here. Ah. So, how's it going, Garuda? Thanks for joining us. So, I'm off work today, and I know I was supposed to do this a couple hours ago, but got up, had some breakfast, then played some Beat Saber for what was only supposed to be about 20 minutes, but it ended up being about an hour. That's just how it goes when you play Beat Saber and you're playing your favorite songs. You end up playing way longer than intended. But hey, the great part about playing Beat Saber to your favorite songs is you only need to play it. Like if you're playing on hard or expert, you only need to do about, in my opinion, about 4, maybe 5 songs. But if you play longer than that, then that's all the better. But time flies when you're playing your favorite songs on Beat Saber. So that's why I'm late. But I still wanted to try to do this at an hour where our UK friends can join us because they are about 5 hours ahead of me. It is a 1:54 Eastern time, and I believe it is going on 11 o'clock on the West Coast, and it is going on 7 o'clock in the UK. So I think the only person that might have a problem seeing this might be JP Loco because I think he's in Australia and I think they're 12 hours ahead of us. I'm not sure. So if that be the case, it's 2 in the morning there. So in any case, for those who catch this on the replay, thanks for joining the delayed audio. I mean replay if that's what you want to call it. So I really didn't have much to talk about. I was just looking for something to talk about. Just so I could do this live stream at an hour where I felt like everybody could join in. But so today, I do want to talk about the 2 Walking Dead games. One of them is already out, and that is by Coon Coon. What is up? He said I'm in and out. Have a good stream. All right, thanks, Garuda. So we got these 2 Walking Dead VR games. One is by Skydance, and that is the one in the upper left corner. That is by I think Skydance. You'll see it when it starts over because both of these videos are playing in a loop. And so the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners, I believe that's by Skydance Interactive. And then the one in the upper right corner, that is the Walking Dead Onslaught, and that is by Servios. The same developers who brought us Creed, Battle Wake, and Raw Data. So, and I know I'm late to the party, on Saints and Sinners to begin with because this game has been out for about a month. And so when I played a little bit yesterday, and I got up and played a little bit more this morning. And I said before that, as far as Saints and Sinners go, I thought the graphics were pretty good. Looked a little bit gloomy because it's like basically night, at least at the point of where I'm playing the game. It's nightfall, but the graphics are pretty good. The physics, the physics in this game remind me of Boneworks, so I think it's a pretty good game. And I know The Walking Dead Onslaught by Servios, that's supposed to come out later this year, but I don't know when. So I thought I'd take a look at try to find a gameplay video of Onslaught and compare the two. and I was able to find some video of both, so you can see for yourself while I'm explaining it, rather than just taking me at my word. Um, so I think getting right into it, I think The Walking Dead Saints and Sinners in the upper right corner has slightly better graphics. The Onslaught's not bad, but I think Saints and Sinners is a little bit. I think Saints and Sinners looks a little bit better. I think the environment definitely looks a little bit better. And I think Saints and Sinners, because of the blacks and that kind of stuff, I think it looks a little more alive. And then when it comes to gameplay, I haven't played Onslaught, so I can't really. It's tough for me to make a comparison. All I can really do is just say what I think what it may be like. But I think the gameplay is pretty good on Saints and Sinners. Whether Onslaught will be better, that remains to be seen. But one thing, I don't think I need to play Onslaught to talk about the melee, I think the physics, the blood and the gore, the dismembering of zombies. I don't think I need to play both games. I think these videos right here will give you, I think both of these videos show enough detail to allow you to make your own decisions. So when it comes to the melee and the combat, the blood, the gore, the dismembering of zombies, I have to give the edge to Saints and Sinners. Based on what I've played and based on looking at these two videos, I'd have to give a slight edge to Saints and Sinners. But if I end up playing Onslaught, that could change. Coon, you said we need a Zombieland VR. I don't think I've ever played that. I just have not played too many zombie games. In the case of Saints and Sinners, it was not really a game that was high on my priority list. And then the thing that really made me not take the leap on Saints and Sinners was the $40 price tag. Let me shut this thing up. Okay, so I was curious about Saints and Sinners, but it was not at the top of my list. And then the $40 made it made it even harder for me to want to take that jump. Truth be told, Zombieland, the movie. Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Is that the movie with Woody Harrelson? I haven't seen the movie, but I believe I know what you're talking about, Coon. So again, back to Saints and Sinners. I think it's worth the $40, but I didn't want to pay it. So I ended up finding a copy on G2A for $20. And that's that's more my language, you know what I mean? So getting into the blood, the gore, the physics, you can see for yourself why I think Saints and Sinners looks like it might be the better game. When you look over at Onslaught over here in the upper right corner, I've watched gameplay videos where, like for instance, Nathy, I watched his video when he went to LA last summer to the Servio Studios to try the game out, and he recorded, his gameplay. And one thing that I noticed was whenever he made a side slash on the zombies to cut the heads off, the head pretty much after the head was cut off, it disappeared. It didn't seem to be a head on the ground to pick up or anything. Versus over here on Saints and Sinners, if you keep your eye on this video, at some point you'll see the guy grab the zombie by the head and slash him across the neck, separating the head from the body. It decapitated him and was still holding the head, and because I think the head is part of materials that you can use to craft weapons. You said Dying Light would also be a great VR game if done correctly. I don't. Yeah, I don't dispute that at all. I mean, there's a lot of flat screen games that, in my opinion, there's a lot of flat screen games out there. If they were done in VR, it would draw a lot more people to VR. You know, and I spoke of a couple of them a couple of days ago. I think in Madden and Call of Duty were in VR. That would draw a lot of people in that direction. So, but looking at Saints and Sinners, there's also a couple of parts where you were slashing across the zombie's body, and the arms came off, even though you didn't swipe in the direction of the shoulders. The arms still came off. There was another time when I was watching Nathan's video where he slashed the zombie across the body, and the body just dropped on the ground in like 5 pieces. You know, and you know, the torso was there, a couple of arms and a couple of legs. So to me, like, maybe I'm getting a little too picky, but I would be led to believe that if you slash a body, slashing a being across his body, and you have a machete that's capable of slicing him in half with one swipe, then there's going to be 2 pieces on the ground, a top half of the body and a bottom half of the body. You know, and I guess whether the legs or arms are still attached depends on where you swiped at. But if you look at you know, Saints and Sinners, again, you saw where he grabbed the zombie by the head and was able to slice him across the neck and decapitate him. So, you know, but both games you can grab him by the head, you know, by the neck or whatever, and drive a knife in him or a screwdriver or whatever you might have. But from what I'm seeing in the case of Saints and Sinners, once you stick that knife in their head, that's not it. You still got to finish driving it all the way in there. And when you go to pull it out, you can't just snatch it out. You know, you go to pull it out, and the head almost want to stick to the knife, and you got to like really snatch it out. You got to jerk it out. So, so all in all, graphics, melee. Oh yeah, another thing I noticed about the 2 games. You won't see it in this video, but a couple of things that I noticed about both games. In the case of Saints and Sinners, like when you want to go through a door or through a gate, you have to physically walk up to the gate and push it open, or pull it open. You know, and grab the doorknob and pull it open. In the case of Onslaught, you know, you walk up to a door and you don't physically grab the door. You just point at the door and hit a button, and it looks like a tractor beam, you know, from goes from your hand to the controller and like kind of pulls the door open for you. So you don't physically pull the door open yourself, you know. So so that's another physics advantage for Saints and Sinners. So all in all, I think I would give a slight edge to Saints and Sinners, but one thing that could be the ace in the hole for Onslaught is that Onslaught is co-op, whereas I think Saints and Sinners is not. But I'm sure, you know, the developers over at Skydance are well aware that when Servios' version of The Walking Dead come out, I'm sure they are aware of the co-op, and I'd like to think that they might be working on their own co-op as an update, you know, somewhere down the line. But all in all, I think they'll be good games. But I think the physics are definitely better on Saints and Sinners, and I think the next generation of VR games, that's what it's going to be all about, is the physics. You know, as far as graphics goes, I don't know how much higher we can go, but as far as graphics, I mean, as far as physics and interaction, yeah, there's a lot to be done. So, with that being said, I think that's it. That is all I got. Really short video. One of the reasons why I planned on keeping this short is because I did the workout on Beat Saber, and hold on a second. Yeah, Coon, I see your comment right there. You said one seems like a survival horror and the other seems like play with your buddy, and that might be the best way to describe it. The one in the upper left is definitely survival horror, and the one in the upper right, that is the one that's going to have co-op. So that's a pretty good way of putting it. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to be on a very long time. At least not on this podcast because, as I was about to say, the I spent about 45 minutes, an hour playing Beat Saber, when I only meant to do it for about 20 minutes, and it left me pretty thirsty. So, and this is all I got left. So I got to get out and get some grocery shopping done. Pick up some almond milk and all the other stuff that I drink, Gatorade Zero and all that stuff. That's another thing I forgot to point out about these two games is healing. When you come up on like a can of spray, like a can of medical spray on Onslaught, you point at it and hit the button, and it just magnetically, magically comes to you. And I think and I think you're automatically healed. Where in the case of Saints and Sinners over here in the upper left, when you see like tape, like medical tape, you grab that tape and you put your arm out here and you physically wrap the tape around your arm to heal yourself. So I like that too. So again, the Saints and Sinners, in my opinion, has a huge advantage when it comes to the physics. So I guess I'll put it this way: if you like the physics, if you're looking for physics, Saints and Sinners is the better game. If you want to play with your buddies, I think that I think Onslaught is that's going to be the way to go if you want to do the co-op thing. But I think Saints and Sinners, I think all in all is going to be the better game. Mr. Gamertag, what is up? What is going on? Unfortunately, you walked in at the tail end. I am super tired because I played Beat Saber for about an hour, and I played Beat Saber for about an hour with about this much water left. I don't have anything else to drink in the fridge, so I got to get up and go pick up some Gatorade Zero, go pick up some almond milk to mix with my protein drinks and all that good stuff. So I will be shutting this down in a few minutes. But more than anything, I was just looking for a reason to talk to you guys because, like I said, I wanted to do this at a time where everybody could join in at a decent hour. Gamertag, I think I might do another stream later on today because, I was playing Pavlov and I actually wanted to stream it. He said that Gamertag is Gray Bush. Is that a different name? Is that one of your different name, Coons? Man. I feel like I could drink a gallon of water right now. I am super thirsty. Yeah, you know what? Gamertag, I was playing Pavlov on these past few days. I have been playing Saints and Sinners, and I've been playing Pavlov, and I've been jumping back and forth between Pavlov on PC and Pavlov on Quest. Now, here's as far as like the communities goes on PC. What I'm finding out about PC is those guys are much better. You said you got a video going up tonight actually playing Pavlov on the Oculus Quest. I'll definitely check it out. Now here's what I think is the difference between those two games as far as the community goes. I think the PC version of Pavlov, I think the people on the PC version of Pavlov are much more skilled. Those guys will take your head off in a second with a sniper rifle. But there's a lot of goofballs there that team kill. Because I opened up a room this morning. I wanted to stream it. But I opened up a room and some dork came in there and he was just constantly team killing. So I left after a while. Now the Quest version, the people that play the Quest version of the game, I don't think they're as good. Because I think there might be a few casuals in there. As far as first person shooter goes, I don't think those guys are as skilled on the Quest version, but you don't have all this team killing, and I think they're a little bit easier to get along with. You said you played. So what do you think, Gamertag? I mean, you said you played Onslaught, by the way. I think from what I'm seeing, Onslaught looks good. It's just I think Saints based on if you want to take a look at these two videos and based on what I played of Saints and Sinners so far, I think Saints and Sinners is going to be the better game. Fatal Charade. Please tell me that you have gotten proceedings underway to get an Oculus Rift S. If it comes down to it, Fatal Charade, if it comes down to it, you can always go the eBay route. I'm thinking I'm going to get into VR around the week Half-Life Alyx comes out. Ooh. Gamertag, you said you got to remember Pavlov's Shack is only on side quests or through their Discord. That will change if it hits the Oculus Store. You know what? You know what I think is going to happen, Gamertag, when Pavlov officially releases on the Quest. I think you are going to have a flood of casuals coming in there. I think what we got right now on the Quest. I have never seen so many women play Beat Saber, and I don't. And to me, a lot of them are casuals, and that's not to badmouth them, but a lot of them are casuals. Because this is Beat Saber is a great way to get a workout and have some fun. I see that they're getting better. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I've seen some girls on Twitch that are absolute beast at Beat Saber. But I think that's going to happen when Pavlov comes out. I think some of the people that's playing Pavlov right now are halfway decent at first-person shooter games because, they had if they went through the extra work of putting Pavlov on the Quest through side quests, then they probably have a little bit of a passion for first-person shooters. But I think when the game officially comes to the Oculus Quest store, when you don't have to jump through all these hoops to get it, and you can just hit buy and boom, it's in your Quest, I think Pavlov is going to get flooded with casuals. I mean, that's a great thing, though. I think there's going to be a ton of people on Pavlov, but I think a lot of them are going to be casuals. So, you said now the stream is popping. Now he's leaving. I'll give it a few more minutes because I'm going to shoot over to the store and grab some mineral water. I definitely got a taste. I drink this flavored mineral water. Orange and strawberry, my two favorite flavors. Go to Dollar Tree and grab those for $1 each and go grab 3 or 4 of those. You said, I think Onslaught is a great arcadey Walking Dead game. Should be superb fun and co-op. I agree. But what happens if Skydance Interactive eventually adds co-op to Saints and Sinners down the road? Well, then which one's the better game? You know, in terms from a co-op standpoint. Yeah, I see you said you finally got Crumbside Championship Wrestling off the ground. Uh, you know, and going back to what you said, Fatal Charade, that you're gonna look to get a headset around the weekend that Half-Life Alex comes out. Um, I honestly think that since these headsets aren't in stock, they can't seem to keep them in stock. I think you might be better off. I think the sooner you order a headset, I think the better, to tell you the truth. And that's me also trying to give you that little push to hurry up and get it too. Um, Cole Yogurt, what's up? You said both of those zombie games are top in Steam. And Gamertag, you said true. We'll have to wait and see. Um, you know what? Here's what I'm feeling about right now about Saints and Sinners. I'm feeling the same way about Saints and Sinners that I'm feeling about Boneworks because of the physics of the game. That's what's keeping me curious. I think that's what's keeping me coming back. I don't think I can play either of those games for hours on end, but I do think I can play them in half-hour, 45-minute bursts. So I will play some more Saints and Sinners tonight. One of the reasons why I haven't streamed it is because this game has been out, I think, about a month. So I wouldn't be showing anybody anything that they haven't already seen. Um, you said so far Titanfall Princess is murdering everybody. All right, cool. I have to go check it out. You know, but if you wanted to, Fatal Charade, you know, you could make Lincoln Clay the champion. You know what I mean? It probably wouldn't be a bad move if you made Lincoln Clay the Chrome Side champion. See here, what do we got here? Okay, but yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I really don't got much else after that. And I'm like I said, I'm still thirsty as hell. I got to get out and go get some mineral water, grab a couple of things, and come back. And then I'm gonna game some more. So I'm enjoying my day off. I mean, but even if I had to work, I would be getting out in 10 minutes anyway. So there is a little bit of snow on the ground, so I'm just gonna just get out, get what I need, and come back. And you said make Coon the Undertaker. There you go. So, but you know, before I get out of here, Gamertag, I'll definitely check out your Pavlov video. Um, and last week, my son, he wanted to stream Pavlov, but I told him he could do it this weekend. So with that being said, you know, I just want to invite everybody to be on the lookout because, you know, I plan to let my son play Pavlov and stream it tomorrow. And he's much, much better at Pavlov than I am. You know, he's pretty much a beast at Pavlov. And hopefully the gun stock that I ordered from GoQuest VR, you know, I haven't heard anything back yet about whether the order's been processed or shipped anything. I'm assuming a lot of that is due to the coronavirus. But I can't wait to get that, you know, especially my son, because he said that'll help him with the sniper rifle. That'll help him steady his aim, because those sniper rifles, I really think that the way some of those people on Pavlov are like blowing heads straight off, I think some of those guys are using a Pro Tube or some kind of gun stock, because it's like some of these guys are taking your heads off just that quick. So, so we need to level the playing field. So I need to get that gun stock ASAP. So, with that being said, yeah, we'll get ready to boogie on out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I would stick around longer if I would have had something to drink around here, but I'm going to die of thirst here before long, so I'm going to go grab something, come back, and then decide what am I going to play. And I can't say for certain whether I'll stream something. If I do, it might be something simple, something that I feel won't put a strain on my PC. So, with that being said, I'm getting ready to get on out of here. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Sorry some of you guys walked in late on this, but I still appreciate you being here, no less. And, you know, again, after I, you know, get some fluids in my body and get a little bit of food in my belly, maybe I'll stream something, because it has been a while since I streamed any kind of gameplay, because the biggest reason is, again, I don't want to put any strain on my computer, and my PlayStation VR headset took a dump. So that's something that I'm going to have to address here, you know, before long. He's just getting another PlayStation VR headset. So, but that's it, folks. I'm going to get ready to boogie on out of here. Let me give you guys the deuces right now, because, you know, I know you guys are about 10 seconds behind me on delay. So I'm giving you guys the deuces right now. I'm going to get ready to get on out of here. And, you know, so hopefully we'll see you in a little while. If I don't do some kind of stream today, I'll go back over. I'll take a look at my Twitter post and see if there's enough posts there for me to do live from Wakanda tomorrow. So, all right, folks, we'll catch you guys later. I'm out of here.